on Love and Hip Hop, Season 3, Episode 4. And I'm ready to get into it because this episode was better than the last. Yes, okay. Jocelyn Hernandez, okay, is still talking about having, she want her big white wedding, she want the jewelry, you know what I'm saying, she want that long white dress, and it's like, bitch, why white though? Let's, come on, we gotta be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves. Miscarriages, bitch, okay. Not miscarriages, abortions, you can no longer wear white. I'm sorry. Is it just me? I mean, generally, y'all know people still wear white no matter what. But in my head, I feel like, you know, just as a rule, if I've gotten pregnant, you know what I'm saying, before this union, I'm not walking up there in white. Not pitch white. Off-white, eggshell, cream, yes. Champagne, yes. Okay? But just plain old white, like Don Cheadle's teeth white? No. Blasphemous. But that's me. She wants this wedding with him so bad, okay? And she tells him that she had to drop that bitch down, okay? She had to fire that bitch, okay? She ain't really fire her like in person, no, because I don't feel like I had to talk to the bitch, okay? I don't like the bitch, I don't want to talk to the bitch, and so I'm not gonna say nothing to the bitch, okay? Stevie was like, but you want her to be professional, you gotta fire her professional. She's like, no, I don't want to talk to the bitch, okay? The bitch tried to call me, okay? And every time she called, it's like, if this is Dawn calling for Jocelyn, you dead in her eyes, bitch. Goodbye. And I'm like, really, Jocelyn? What did she do to be dead in your eyes? Like, that's a lot. To not want to be in business with somebody is one thing. But to say, bitch, you dead to me, I mean, whoa. Excuse, like, whoa. It's a bit much. I think that you don't want to fire her in person because she's going to do exactly what she did on the show, which is come with receipts and bust all your shit out on the table in front of, you know, 3 or 4 million people. So I understand how you could be a little nervous. Carly Red got a kiosk at the Stonecrest Mall. She got this red carpet event like it's a store. How you have a red carpet event at a kiosk? No, bitch. You just text all your people and post pictures on Instagram. Come down to the kiosk. Bitch selling her shit. Come get some. Okay, that's what you do. You go for what it is. If you were opening a store and you had a red carpet event, Carly Red, I would be on here for it. What happened to the store? Weren't you supposed to be opening like a nail bar? Last season you had like where Shay and Erica got into the fight. It was at that event. Like, why are you opening a kiosk when you had a build? See, this is what I'm talking about. Pure fuckery, Carly Red. You must be one of those women that can never stick to one thing. It seemed like as soon as a little, you know, the shit get a little hard, you know, throw in the towel to pick up another hobby or to pick up another man. And it's just amazing to me that you're on this show trying to compete with 20-something-year-old women when you are a 40-something-year-old woman that needs to be at her goddamn house, okay, like chilling, watching television with her man. Okay, the fact that you out here in these streets like this is giving the thirst, like, bitch, you hungry now. You not even thirsty no more. You hungry now. Like, you starving. Okay, like, Deb Atney need to come in and let you know what it is. Okay, remember how she did Rashida and said that D-Lo had her down in the ground and all of that shit? She's starving. She's in a gutter. You know what I'm saying? Like, going far. Mona Scott Young, are you really not telling Carly Red, bitch, we the same age? What are you doing? Rashida and Kalina, y'all know Kalina from Dirty Money. She is just happy to be back in Atlanta. Shit. And it's like, Kalina, doll, you have talent. Like, substantial talent. You made Diddy pop. Like, why are you on this show? Kalina, girl, I like you. You know what I'm saying? I saw your interview on the radio station one time and you was talking about how you and your husband be doing threesomes and shit. And I'm like, ooh, bitch, you bye. Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I like Kalina, and I guess I'm gonna like to see her on this show, but I also wish that, you know, but you gotta get yourself out there. You gotta do what you gotta do at this point in the game. But it was her writing all that music that they were doing with Dirty Money, and that was like the first time Diddy was actually making a hit since the 90s. So, and he tried. He tried. Carly tells them about Young Jock walking in on her and Jeremiah and how she was just trying to make him jealous. And then Rashida tells them about Kirk wanting little young ass nanny to be jiggling her titties in the baby face and all of that. And y'all, it's like that little girl that he brought in the house didn't even have enough titties to jiggle, but whatever. She had like the padding in the, like who the fuck wears padding in their bra that actually comes out? Like, did you see that shit? Was that just me? Like ain't nothing gonna fall out this is all me right here, okay? This ain't no padding or nothing, okay? But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm real like that. Anyway, what? Dawn meets with Mimi because if anybody wants to know the dirt on Stevie J and Jocelyn, it's Mimi. So Dawn meets up with Mimi, and of course Mimi is like, what this bitch want meet with me for? I don't fuck with nobody who fuck with Jocelyn. But she lets her know she no longer works for Stevie J and Jocelyn, and that they pissed off the wrong person because she got all the dirt. She spilled all the tea. She said that Jocelyn sent her a text message basically saying that Stevie was flawed because he didn't convince Benzino to put us on the cover of that magazine and didn't tell him that we weren't really married, which is why they were the only, like, Hip Hop Weekly was the only one that covered that when it came out. Nobody else said shit about it, and that's why people didn't believe it was true, because it was like, it's only on a magazine. But at the same time, if it were true, why wouldn't all the blogs have been talking about it first, since we know how the blogs get shit way before a magazine will get it? So it was just like, we didn't believe that shit from the beginning. I didn't believe it at the beginning of the season either. The first, like, no, I'm not believing that. I need to see receipts. Okay? I need to see papers. Okay? I need to see evidence of this, of such things. And everybody, I saw some comments on Jocelyn's Twitter page because I wanted to, because this morning, you know, somebody must have hacked her Twitter page and was tweeting that Stevie beat her and posting pictures of her having scratches and no edges. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? No edges. I mean, like, this whole little part right here was gone. I was like, oh my God, Jocelyn, keep them wigs on, boo. Anyways, but she showed herself, you know, oh, we about to do some coke with a handful of pills. And them pills look like Oxy to me. So I'm like, that's not coke. What? You know, coke doesn't come in pill form. Like, who does that? Like, in a brick, but not in a pill. Like, no. Okay, that is a downer. Get your drugs together, okay? I don't know what was going on. All I know is that shit was crazy. And the tweet even said, I didn't get hacked. I was tripping. And I'm like, nah, she probably got hacked. She wouldn't put all her shit out on Front Street like that, saying that Mona tells me to hide it and Stevie keep beating me. She would not throw Mona under the bus, because everybody knows that Mona Scott Young is Jocelyn's saving grace, okay? It ain't really about Stevie. Mona Scott Young is who looked at Jocelyn and was like, oh yes, bitch, you are gonna give me ratings. Come over. Dawn dropped all those teas, said that the ring that she's wearing she got from her ex-boyfriend Keith, and that they're not really married, and you know, just spills all the tea to Mimi, and of course Mimi is drinking the shit up. Bambi called Scrappy to come over in a haste, okay? And he come over like, what's happening? And she like, I had a miscarriage. Nah, bitch. You put out pictures today. I'm glad I waited to do the video, because all y'all was on Twitter letting everybody know what was true and what wasn't true. And Bambi put out a picture of her in the hospital, the actual paper saying that she had a miscarriage with a box check with the signed and dated for December 2013. Bitch, I was like, oh, all right, receipts. But then people were commenting and saying that you could say that you had a miscarriage. You could say you was pregnant and come in and they find no baby and still give you a piece of paper saying that you had a miscarriage without really having any evidence that you ever were really pregnant. So because of how county and state run hospitals work, I can possibly believe that, okay? And I don't know whether she had a miscarriage or not, but I'm going to tell you from what I saw on TV, that was not realistic. Why did you have all that makeup on? When Jocelyn had a goddamn abortion, she looked more distraught than your ass, okay? And you know what I'm saying? You didn't get rid of it on your own. I didn't believe it, okay? Scrap, when she told Scrap was like, you know, flaring the nostrils and shit. And this was supposed to give the emotion of God, why? But really, it was like, God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, so good to me. You so good to me. I ain't got no baby by this bitch. I ain't got no baby by this bitch. I ain't got no baby. I ain't got no baby. I ain't got no baby by this bitch. Later on, Mama D goes over there, and for the first time in a long time made me feel like she was a human and not, you know, Scar from the Lion King. Prepare. Be prepared. I'm not gonna do it. I'm doing it already. Whatever. It's so hard. Anyway, I was just here for that moment. Mama D told her that she didn't poison the soup and that she had a miscarriage as well. And, you know, even though she didn't really, you know, like her in the beginning because she'd heard about her, you know, going from show to show and dude to dude, she was pregnant with her grandchild, you know, the heir to the throne of Samunda, okay? And she just felt that she should love her because she loved the baby. So now she has hopes for Bambi and, you know, for the Bam and Scrap. But it's very obvious that Scrap was happy. He doesn't want to have a baby by Bambi. And I'm going to be real. Like, Bambi to me, has a nicer personality than that other bitch that he fucking with, Erica Pinky. Erica Pinky rubs me so wrong, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. She rubs me so grimy. I feel like Bambi has a better personality. But at the same time, Bambi has the gums, you know? And let's not act like that's not, you know, whatever. Tiffany is trying to get Waka Flocka out of the bed because he just came back from off, you know, tour. He had some shows to do, some hosts to fuck. And he joked with her about it, that he met a lot of women. And she like, stop playing with me. And it's like women. Whenever men play with you like that, they not playing. Take that shit serious. A nigga that know that you don't play those types of games and knows not to cross those types of boundaries would know not to even play with you like that. If you already have insecurities in your relationship because he's cheated on you before and he in a bed and you know, you smack him on, you know, on the butt and shit as a okay for the fact that he basically just told you what he did. Okay, how many times have y'all seen a movie and a person is actually telling the truth and they you know, their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, think that they're joking and they be serious? They be telling you, but you think they playing. Tammy, girl, please. We already saw the Instagram picture that some random posted saying that, you know, oh, he ain't being faithful, he in the bed with me with Waka knocked out in a fucking bed, conked out. And even though, you know, I think it's best that she really know, but I feel like she know what it is. I just feel like when women get with rappers and entertainers and people that they know being that thing being thrown, they just kind of put it in their mind that I don't want to think about it. I love you. You love me. We just going to be together anyway. They think that it's something that they have to deal with because of the person that they're with. And if you ask me, I don't give a fuck what you do for a living. If I'm in a monogamous relationship with you, meaning if I'm not fucking nobody, then you better not be fucking nobody. Because you best to believe, if you gonna be fucking people, I'm gonna be fucking people. And I'm gonna be fucking people to the point where you're not even gonna understand. Okay? And what I mean is not on some whole shit, don't get me wrong. But what I mean is that I like girls too. So you ain't even gonna know. Okay? She might be a friend, she might not be. You know what I'm saying? Confusion, you won't know. Them getting married, I'm just, whatever y'all want to do. But that bitch that posted that Instagram picture, you thirsty for attention and you dead ass wrong. And for anybody that thinks, oh, she was just trying to let her know, no, she could have let her know without posting that shit on Instagram like that. You was trying to embarrass that girl because you felt some type of way that she's the one that he's claiming on this reality show that he on. Okay? Yeah, he may be laid up with you sometimes, but that's the bitch he claiming on television that he about to marry. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you felt some type of way about that. That was down bad. And Waka, let me tell y'all, men, if you're going to cheat, get bitches that know where they're supposed to be at. They know they lane, that know they the side bitch, okay? And stop treating the side bitch like they the main. They get confused, okay? They don't know. It's your fault. It's all your fault. I blame the men, okay? I blame the men for these women being so outlandish with this shit these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't care. Have no type of compassion, no type of, like, feeling embarrassed or feeling ashamed. You should feel ashamed if you the side chick, bitch. You should not flaunt that. That is not a good thing. You are not a good person. Like, I'm not saying you a bad person, but you, like, knowingly doing that shit and being like, yeah, fuck her. You thirsty and you sad at the end of the day because you don't think enough of yourself to want to be number one. I wish the fuck I would play number two to anybody. Psh, child, please. Benzino and Kirk are back at the U-Ball with Stevie talking about the DNA results on Baby Carter. And the little chick waitress come up hugging on Kirk And Stevie is like, well, bitch, how long y'all been knowing one another? She like, none of your business. And the hug was all like opening. Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. He tells Stevie and Benzino that he's planning on asking this little chick to come home with him and be a nanny and a fuck buddy on the weekends. And they both laughed. Benzino is not even really married to Jocelyn, and he wouldn't try her like that. Okay, so it's just obvious that you're doing the wrong thing. So later on, when Rashida tells you that you're being stupid, and you walk away with your head tilted to the side like you don't know why the fuck she upset. Your homeboys told you that this was a bad decision, and you still did it. So whose fault is it really that it went the way everybody told you it was going to go? Tell me. First of all, the girl didn't even know he had a wife, because when he asked her to come and help him and his wife, she said, where is this ring? Like, she didn't even know he was married. Now, it's obvious y'all on a first name basis, y'all hugging and shit. You didn't talk to this bitch and you know her life. So why is it that she doesn't know that you married and you have a girl? So you wasn't watching Love and Hip Hop these past 2 seasons? You didn't know who he was? Really? This whole thing is not believable. It's not believable at all. If this shit was halfway true, Rashida would not still be with Kirk. And if it was halfway real, Rashida would have took off her fucking shoes and tried to stab Kirk for having her walk in on that scene the way she walked in on it. You didn't have your ring on. What? He gonna tell a girl that they just friends. I was like, him and his wife are just friends. How you love that? How you love that? So Carly Red, Y'all, Carly Red invited Young Jock to dinner to make it up to him about what happened with Jeremiah. He didn't even want her to touch him, okay? He felt like, you know what I'm saying, the bitch was like some, you know, old nasty, dirty ass shoes that square and straight out of this motherfucker. So bitch, bye. He was so easy to want to just throw Carly away for just being close to dude. She didn't kiss him, she didn't fuck him that we know of. And he was going so far, he was so mad, he was going so far about this shit that it almost seemed like he was looking for a reason to stop fucking with Carly Red. And she's so stupid and thirsty that she don't even see that. She starts sucking this dude nasty, salty, dirty ass finger that he probably stuck up Kadia's big booty ass right before he came to see her. And she's sucking his finger. You know where he been. Everywhere. And you sucked his finger like it tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Bitch, Carly Red, please. Mona Scott Young, why? Why are you doing this to us? If Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has a season 4, which I'm more than sure it will, Carly Red better not be there. I am so tired of seeing this. It is so sad at this point. She is way too old to be doing this type of shit. She gets up, walks over to him, kisses him all in his mouth, and then starts to rub his dick all frivolously, you know what I'm saying, feverishly and shit in the restaurant in front of everyone. I just wanted to give that a moment to marinate. That's all. Stevie finally meets with Dawn because Jocelyn did not want to meet with Dawn. And like I told y'all, I think Jocelyn did not want to meet with that girl because she knew that girl had all the evidence on her ass and Stevie's ass. And Stevie wasn't even supposed to go and meet with her. But he did. He came in there trying to hug and kiss the girl. She was like, nah, we're not even going to play it. We're not even going to do that. We're going to keep it funky around this motherfucker. He sit down. She started pulling out receipts. She got the copy of the text message that Jocelyn sent her saying that the marriage wasn't real. Saying, you know, to put that in Benzino's magazine. She had the receipts on where he got, who owns his house and how he don't own the house. And how the Bentley is a rental. And how her credit is the credit that got Jocelyn into that apartment she was in last season. And now she's living in it since Jocelyn moved out. Because we all know she probably really couldn't afford that mortgage. Alright. And then she also, you know, put him on, what else did she say? But she was just basically putting everything on blast, saying that they're fraudulent, their lives are fraudulent, and next time they want to come at her correct because she got checks and balances and she threw them hoes all in his face, okay? She threw deposit slips and everything all in his face because you don't play with her like that. And I'm like, okay, now I'm happy you coming on this show dropping all of this tea for me to slurp up with a straw, okay? Yes, I'm here. But at the same time, I would never ever hire you as a manager or a booking agent, because it obviously seems as if I was to ever piss you off, even though I feel like Jocelyn did you dirty, because as you said, you were a friend to her, not just a booking agent or a manager. You were her friend. You co-signed for a house for her. Like, you went far. So I understand your feelings being hurt, but the fact that you came on, you know, not only did you tell Mimi and come on a television show and say the shit, you could have just told Mimi in private, but you actually came on the show and put that shit out, so you wanted everybody to know. So now everybody knows that you're a snitch, and nobody's gonna want to work with you now that they know that you know, you're gonna go tell everybody business and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is Yandy managing now? Didn't she tell all Jim Jones' business to Chrissy? Stevie tries to act like it ain't nothing, even fold up the piece of paper because he don't want the camera to zoom in on the text message picture that she blew up and had ready for his ass. She grabbed her shit and walked out, and he was like, it's cold outside, bitch, it's cold outside. She left her jacket. She was like, whatever. I'm like, bitch, I'd have still walked back and got my jacket, because at the end of the day, I still checked your ass, boo. Quick, why does Dawn have a huge bottle of cologne tattooed on her titty? Bitch, Jocelyn was right. She trying to grow up. Why you can't grow up? Everybody want to stay in a strip club. I met her in a strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to stay being an ignorant bitch. You know, you got to grow up at some time, you know? And I'm like, yeah, bitch, because that's the most ignorant shit. Girl, why do you have that big-ass cologne bottle on your titty? Somebody, please call 911. Why? Tammy, Deb, Walker having a sentimental moment, and she's just saying how at the beginning, because Deb didn't really like her ass, she didn't trust her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't trust the bitch at all, okay? You don't know whether these hoes in it for who you are or who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So at first she didn't like her, and she felt alone being out there with Walker and not having any family around, and Deb not really liking her. Well, now it's different. You know what I'm saying? And Deb tells her that, girl, you're crying about old news on today's newspaper that can't sell. Okay? You for me now. You mine now. And I'm like, God damn it, Deb, and you'll find a roundabout way to just say I love you, bitch. Like, just say that. Lord have mercy. It's so hard. So Jocelyn has a stripping studio, and she like, everybody knows that I can shake a tail feather. Everybody know that, okay? And I gotta keep it tight and keep it right, you know? Daddy, Stevie. Yeah. Okay, first of all, Jocelyn, no, we don't know you can shake a tail feather, because the first season when they gave you the opportunity to strip, you did some like white girl stripping shit, and it wasn't no black girl twerk shit. It definitely wasn't what them girls be doing in Magic City with their ass cheeks separating and spreading waves and all of that type of shit, and parting like the Red Sea and going up and down and going every which way and knocking one ass cheek over and then like a pendulum, like just knocking the ass cheeks against one another. These hoes be talented. Okay, and yes, you got the upper body, you know, the upper body strength to climb up a fucking pole and then flip over. But if your ass ain't got that jiggle, then I don't know what to tell you. And to me, like, Jocelyn ass has like no jiggle. It has no jiggle. He comes in and attempts to tell her about what happened with Dawn, but no, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about her, okay? I don't want to talk about the bitch, okay? I don't want to hear about the bitch because I don't give a fuck about the bitch, okay? And he don't want to talk about it either. So they just gonna go ahead and leave that alone. And he tells her that he partly owns Hip Hop Weekly now, and he wants her to be on the cover. She's like, that is great. That is great, Stevie. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Making this money. That's what I'm talking about, making this money. And I'm like, y'all always talking about making money, but niggas stay stunting but probably be broke. If you was really smart about your money, you wouldn't floss it. If you was really smart about your money, you wouldn't spend a whole bunch of money on stupid shit when you don't know how long this reality TV show gonna last. That's just stupid. But, you know me, I'm college educated and shit. I'm a little smarter. So, Kirk. The bitch almost dropped the baby, y'all. She almost dropped the baby, y'all. Why? Why did she almost drop the baby? Somebody please call 911. The bitch tried to drop the baby. Why? Why would you allow her to hold the baby? Why? Why you didn't wait for the Rashida to come home for you to talk to the girl together instead of like handing over the fucking baby like she got the job already? I'm sorry, but the no Jamaican woman came out of my throat when I saw the shit. I wanted to smack him upside the head really hard, like with a steel toe boot. You know what I'm saying? Give him somewhat of a concussion. God damn, Kirk. Like, this, I'm telling y'all right now. When Rashida walked through the door and started to take off her shoes, I thought she was going to come in there fighting somebody. But she didn't. Bless you. I thought that was stupid. I thought that I would have tried to like scratch the fucking hole out of Kirk's neck, okay? I would have been digging my finger in that fucking hole in his neck. Like I would have just get that fucking milk dud out your neck, nigga. Like I'd have been trying to hurt him, okay? She sits down and said, now I told you we was going to do this together, but you just going to go ahead and go on your own and bring in some, excuse me, baby, random, okay, holding my fucking baby. And she was like, I was under the impression that you guys were married but separated in co-parenting. Okay, see, now it's best for you to just give me my baby, please. And Kirk, you need to say bye to your little friend, okay, and just give me my baby. Thank you. He was like, our baby. And I'm like, oh, now it's our baby. Now it's our baby after he swabbed the baby's fucking mouth. Oh, now it's our baby. Isn't it, Kirk? And I just don't understand how you be married to a woman and you know this baby was yours, Kirk. And you actually do that. Then you hand the bitch the fucking DNA test, letting her know that you didn't trust your wife. Then she didn't know that you had a wife. Then you bring the bitch to the fucking house, and Rashida, I put all the blame on you. Because if you would stab this motherfucker one good time, shit like this will stop happening. Oh, him like, you fucking stupid. Why would, like, you know you won't fuck that girl. You gonna bring her in here so you could be having some little tenderoni in here to be shaking the titties in your face and fucking you when I'm out shopping, bitch? No. No. Y'all, I can't deal with Kirk and Rashida and their fake ass storyline, horrible story that they be trying to feed to us all the time. Kiss my ass. I don't believe that shit. Okay, because there's no way you be taking pictures with this nigga. This my husband. Bitch, what? Dead. I'm a widow. Carly and Jock were having some nasty ass makeup sex. And they're gonna go look at this house. And Jock's homegirl, Kadia, is gonna show them the house. Kadia looks like a nutcase. Let me say that. She looks like a fucking nutcase. Like, you know, like Kiki White. Her ass is huge. She light skinned. Her weave is long. Okay? The bitch had on a cute dress. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? She had a donkey booty in that dress. But that bitch has crazy eyes if I've ever seen them. Jacques, you must be attracted to crazy eye bitches. Cause she had like, even when she was smiling, it was like this look on her face, like, oh my god, bitch, I will kill you. I will kill you and fuck your man on the kitchen floor in your blood. Like that's what the bitch looked like to me. I'ma just get to the nitty gritty, okay? Carly asked the bitch if she fucked Jack once they get into the house after she finished being a game show host and showing, you know, being like the Black Hood Vanna White out this motherfucker. She asked the girl Kadia if they fucked. She was like, have we had sexual relations? Yes, girl, I'm only fucking your man every night. And I'm like, damn, every night? That mean that she's not the side chick, Carly. That mean you the side chick. But here's my thing, young lady. Here's my thing, Kadia. Since you wear so many hats, you think you so fucking smart. Why are you okay with him flaunting this bitch in your face? Why are you okay with that? Why are you driving them to Alabama if you fucking him? Why are you showing them a house together if you fucking him?
She's the perfect side bitch.
She the perfect side bitch until if she ain't the perfect side bitch, because the perfect side bitch would have been like, no, we not fucking, no. That's just my homeboy. We grew up together. Like, that's what you say when you the perfect side bitch. You keep everybody cool. You keep everybody calm, okay? You make this bitch feel secure, get her ass out the house. He call you and be like, you know, you did that for me. I want to thank you or whatever. And then he come over with something nice for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you right now, Carly Ray, you and your booty pad should have kept your little purse to yourself, because you threw that purse like a grandmother and that bitch ran at you like a linebacker. She was ready. To me, I thought the bitch had on flats. Okay? The bitch, she ran at you so hard. That's a big bitch.
One of her hats is also a helmet.
I'm about to one of her hats is also a helmet, okay? This bitch is a wrestler on the side, okay? Like, I'm telling y'all right now, Carly Ray, you better be happy for security, because that girl would have fucked you up. She would have took your weave off, your booty pads would have been turned around. It just would have been an awful sight. And Jock, why would you bring them together? Why would you leave them in a house together? Like, I know why. Because we on a reality TV show and these hoes got to fight. So we got to set it up for these hoes to fight.
They've met several times.
They've met several times, though. And this has never transpired before. They've met several times. Didn't I meet you? And why you like the tax preparer? Like,
wasn't you the room service, bitch?
Bitch, wasn't you our waitress when we was at that restaurant? Like, bitch, wasn't you the doorman at the laundry that day, bitch. You folded my shit and gave it back to me.
Oh.
I remember this.
Wasn't you a Chinese
I thought
lady
you was the
yesterday?
maid.
Wasn't Mr. Superman not here when you was here?
Mr. Superman not here. Like, Jacques, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you, man? I'm done. That's all I gotta say. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share my videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Tomorrow, Bad Girls Club will be up. Peace out.